Hi BookTube, my name is Juan. I am just one reader coming to you with a Friday Reads update video, and it's going to be a very good one because I will be sharing some really amazing books with you. So I hope you will take all of these books into consideration, write them down, and put them on your imminent TBRs, because I think you're in for a treat if you enjoy or can relate to my personal taste. So I am reading some nonfiction. I am not reading it on at a regular pace. I am taking it in very small doses, but when I do pick it up, this is The Hidden Spring by Mark Solms, and the subtitle is A Journey to the Source of Consciousness. When I do pick this book up, I just gobble the chapter up, and it's fascinating, it's super compelling, it's easy to read as long as you already have some baggage on how the nervous system works and some important key psychological and psychoanalytical concepts. But it sounds like you need a lot of information to get this book, but you really don't. Many of it is explained in a way that is, I think, accessible enough. But, it is a very important book. It is talking about where our human essence comes from, basically, which sounds like, like a very tall order, and it is. It's incredible. I think this man is going to win a Nobel Prize, or he should have won it already. What he is discovering here confirms many or most of Sigmund Freud's theories and puts psychoanalysis and psychoanalytical practice at the forefront and as the most important piece of theory about the mind and clinical practice that we have available today in the 21st century. It's engrossing, it's compelling, and it's amazing. It's mind-blowing what he's coming up with. So that's The Hidden Spring by Mark Solms. Then I am reading some Robin Hobb, the first book in the Tawny Man trilogy. So it's Fool's Errand with a beautiful cover. It's really, really a lovely book, inside and out. So the thing with this book is and this is something that usually happens with Robin Hobb for me, especially with her first trilogy, the Farseer trilogy, and now this one. It didn't happen to me so much in the Lifeship Traders. I think the Lifeship Traders is just such a well-paced, well-crafted thing that I didn't quite feel this. But with this book and with the Farseer books, the process of reading the book is not exactly the most pleasurable experience. I don't know if that's the right word, but sometimes the writing can be repetitive. Sometimes it can feel extremely slow paced. Sometimes the writing is, even though it is incredibly beautiful and it's one of Robin Hobb's greatest skills, I think, her writing style, sometimes it does kind of feel like it gets in the way of the story and of the characters and of the dialogue. But again, this is a great book. It is much better than the Farseer books so far, I think. I do think that it's not perfect. I'm still waiting for something to happen. I am very close to the ending, and things are starting to unfold, and I am starting to think that this might be 5 stars when I am done. But so far, it's a very, very solid 4 stars. It's great. I love the characters. Fitz, the Fool, Night Eyes, Prince Dutiful. It's just a handful of characters. We don't really have many characters, but Robin Hobb is really great with what she's doing. And the texture that she puts into her writing is wonderful, even though I will say that sometimes the writing gets in the way. But it's a great book. I'm pretty sure that when I am done, I will give it 5 stars or very close to 5 stars. So I will keep you posted, because I still feel like I need to know the ending so that I can really evaluate the whole thing. But so far, I am adoring it. then I started last night. I started reading Putting It Together: How Stephen Sondheim and I Created Sunday in the Park with George. This is by James Lapine, and this is a gift that I received from Steve Donahue himself, the grandfather, the wise man, the oracle that lives in Boston, or somewhere in Boston and in Massachusetts, somewhere in Massachusetts. I want to say Boston, Massachusetts, but it's just Massachusetts. I don't know if he lives in Boston, but anyway, that oracle that lives in Massachusetts that we call the father figure par excellence of BookTube, Steve Donahue, sent me this book because he knows how much I adore Stephen Sondheim, and in particular the musical Sunday in the Park with George. So when this book was released, he kindly sent it to me. I started reading it and completely fell in love. So I will be reading this weekend. And then I want to show you two books that I received in the mail this morning. One of them is by Robin Hobb, and it's The Willful Princess and the Piebald Prince. This is very, very important. It's like a legend or folk tale, like a piece of internal literature within the realm of the Elderlings. Fool's Errand, the book that I was talking about, the first book in this new trilogy, has a lot to do with this, with the whole thing with the Piebald Prince is like this legend of, you know, like not the origin story, but kind of a mythical tale about, you know, the wit and all of that, which is very, very important to the Tawny Man trilogy, at least in Fool's Errand. So I really want to read this. I don't know if I will read this after finishing this, or maybe I will wait until I finish the whole trilogy and then I will read that. And then the other book that I received is The Flames of Albion, which is a book by a booktuber. And she's a booktuber that I have known for many years, I think for maybe 6 or 7 years or even longer than that. Even before I had a channel myself, I followed Jean from, I think her channel is Jean Bookish Thoughts or Bookish something. I don't remember the name of her channel, but Jean Z. Menzies has written a fantasy novel, The Flames of Albion. I think it's the first one in some sort of series. I don't know, but this just came out and I really want to read and discuss and review a fantasy novel by a booktuber that I think very highly of. It's short. It looks like my kind of fantasy. So yeah, I can't wait to review The Flames of Albion. That's all that I have for today. Thanks for watching. I am Just One Reader, and I will see you on the next video.